So Arsenal 3, Nottingham Forest 0. They were singing Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. Well, hold that. It's a long way back up to Nottingham when you've got to try and get out of London on a Saturday night when it's pissing down with rain. Yeah, we might not be champions of England or champions of Europe, sorry, or both for a while. However, 5-star performance, really. Well, I say 5-star. I'll say 4.5 star. Because we could have been a lot more clinical in the final third. Way too many touches. Listen, make sure you sub to Southern Guna. Matty, join me on the watch along with Ola. The link will be in the title. Matty, that was light work. I think we both expected when we see that team sheet for that to be a headache today. International break came at the right time for us and the wrong time for them. Chris Wood sat on the bench, looked pissed off. They offered nothing, mate. Easy work, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a easy day at the office today. I think, as you just stated, I think the international break did us a massive favor considering we were coming back to a home game as opposed to being on the road. I think had we been on the road, it might have been a little bit tricky. But at home, the comforts of home paid off today. No 29 in the starting lineup, which I think is something that is going to be talked about this week, considering how good we looked, especially if he starts on Tuesday and we go back to the way we looked. I think that's going to start being a topic of discussion. I think the game flowed a little bit better. We moved a lot better than we normally have this year. There was a few gripes there that Jorginho, Jesus, and Moreno, those three there, those are problem areas, but we were able to mask those problems today by players like Thomas Partey coming on there in the second half, having an outstanding game, who, by the way, I didn't get a chance to mention this during the broadcast there, but looks like he's lost a little weight. He looks much more. He looks fitter than he has in the last year or so. So he looks really good. He came out today, did well. What a goal! What an absolute belter from Thomas Partey today. That was a great goal.
We're all probably sitting there thinking, no, don't shoot, because every time he gets the ball there, it goes out the stadium, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, when he shot, I remember when he got the ball, I said, "Oh, this is my head out." I said, "Oh, this is out of here." And then when it went in, I was like, "Wow!" Of course, you saw it on the broadcast, but yeah, it was good to see that. Odegaard had a pretty good game today, but he's got to nullify these extra touches on the ball. Touches the ball way too many times. He gets the ball in good position, and he doesn't take the chance. Now you take that and what I just said, and then you look at what Ethan Neri did today. Didn't even touch the ball. Go.
Yep.
The
touch was the shot.
Yeah, the touch was the shot. Yeah. And that's the difference in those two. Neri needs to play more games at this football club. If he's not going to play more football games for this football club, this manager needs to send him out on loan somewhere where he can get a good run of game. I feel like personally, me, and I said this during the broadcast, had he started today, he probably would have scored 2 or 3 goals today.
Because he did. You did say that, yeah.
This game was tailor-made for somebody that wants to go score, wants to have fun, wants to be on the attack. Because they gave it to us. No, most teams know that we pretty much just sit back. Arsenal went forward today. And this was a game where we should have put a few more goals on the sheet, but we did. Jesus, I'm afraid to say it, ladies and gentlemen, but his best days are behind him. And it's time to get ready to move him on. Whatever we can get to move in something better, we need to start making it before his stock starts to drop. A lot of people are saying, well, he's creating stuff off the ball and this, that, and the third. He's a striker. His job is to score goals, find ways to put them in the back of the net. And he is yet to do that most of the part for most of this year in a meaningful game, rather. And so I looked at that today and it's just like, yeah, it was, think about this. Sterling came on and offered more than what he did. And Sterling had been on the pitch for about 1 minute, a minute and a half.
So did Ethan. Ethan came on and offered more.
Yeah, and offered.
And I know the game they were chasing the game, so we got maybe a little bit more space, but we had space in the first half. Let's be real. Jesus was getting in the way. Him and Trossard were getting in the way of each other. I thought Trossard was poor, by the way.
He was. Today's game was not. It was another game. You know what? Because you heard this week, Lee, you heard that he was injured. We just heard this Thursday. They just said Thursday. So then he's on the pitch. So I don't know what to believe anymore when it comes to the injury report because most of these players are playing. They say they're injured out 2 or 3 games. They're playing. So I guess it is what it is. So I don't know if he's injured or what it is, but he was poor today. Didn't look good. Moreno, you saw that today. How he stayed on the pitch for 90 minutes is unbelievable. It's a modern marvel, But 3 points on the board. Hopefully we can get a run of games. We've got a major game on Tuesday night. We've got a major game on Tuesday night against a team that is directly in form and a striker that is tearing everything up that comes his way. So we're going to be truly tested on Tuesday. And I'm actually glad we was able to put this away relatively easy and it won, a tough game here. And we were able to kind of cruise into this because we're going to need all hands on deck Tuesday. And people are going into this game next weekend against West Ham. I'm already hearing people say, "Oh, that's 3 points." Don't forget, that's one of the teams that cost us the title last year. They're one of the teams that cost us the title last year. So that's not a gimme. Anything going forward now is really not a gimme. We need to find a way to put together a nice run of form, especially off the back of what we're seeing right now currently with City and Spurs. We need a run of games. And we need them quick, fast, in a hurry, and we need to get on a run of form so that we can start making up some lost ground. That's like I said, it's time to salvage the season. It's just about how serious is everybody going to be about it here. So I think that today was a good step in that direction. I was thrilled. I was actually glad to see that the manager tried something different for a change, and the pace of the game was much more quick than what we've seen over the last several weeks. Everything was a little bit more quicker, and that's the way I like to see Arsenal play.
Everything was more fluid, didn't it? Like the players were interchanging more. Jesus and Trossard, Odegaard and Saka, Marino. Yeah, I don't think he had a great game, if I'm honest. Yeah, I know a lot of people are guessing up how good he was today. I don't think he was that good at all. Yeah, but him and Jorginho, he covered a lot of Jorginho's mistakes today. Yeah, and Jorginho got subbed off rightly because he wiped out, I think it was Elanga in the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like another one. He needs to be shipped out, mate.
Yeah.
It's like Kenny said it on his cam. He was like, some of these players, they're not taking their opportunity, man. And then the boy comes off the bench. First thing he does is drop a shoulder, skip past and take a shot. Then the next thing he does, bang, goal. It's like he's taking his chance. What's Jorginho doing? Yeah. Some of these players, Jorginho, Trossard, and I love Trossard. Yeah, he ain't taking his chance. Jorginho ain't taking his chance. Jesus definitely ain't taking his chance. It's like they almost look like they're players that are at the end of their career, innit? Which they are.
I tell you, that's their best days are behind them. I mean,
they're at the end of their career and they're just going through the motions now. Whereas the boy comes off the bench, he's eager to impress. They don't give a shit if they impress.
Yeah, it was good to see Timber back as well today. Healthy Timber.
He was quality today.
Yeah, you can see the difference when he's healthy and when he's not. High work rate, works well, covers a lot of the pitch.
All the good work in the first half came through him as well.
Yep. I like I said before, I'm highly impressed with him. I think he's going to turn out to be a good one. It's just a matter of can we keep him healthy, keep him fit. So cool, man. We back. Three points in the bag, Lee. And that's like I said, those are the kind of games I like to see. Much better pace of tempo. We didn't do all this sitting back for 40 days and 40 nights waiting on arcs to arrive and all that stuff. So I was glad to see that we were back at it today. So hopefully this is a trend that we're starting to trend upwards and come out of that funk we were in. But like I said, we do have a major test on Tuesday, and that'll bode a whole nother set of problems if we can't get the job done on Tuesday. So hopefully we can find a way to get some points, nullify Gyökeres, and this will be fun because we actually have to get a good look at him on Tuesday, a really, really good look at him on Tuesday. So,
mate, he came off the bench. I know it was only like third or fourth tier opposition, but he scored again penalty. They won 6-0. 6-0. Like, bro, this guy scored 33 goals this season, I think.
5 goals in 1 week, bro.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Like, this guy's scoring 2, 3, 4s every week. And it's like, people say, oh, yeah, but it's a farmers league. Well, you still got to score.
Yeah.
If it's a farmers league, why ain't everyone scoring that many goals?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, I can't remember who I was watching the other day. Can't remember who I was watching. But somebody said it, and it was a YouTube channel. I can't remember who it was. And they said, Arteta signs players that are versatile. They can play in multiple positions. 29, Jesus, Sterling, Trossard. Yeah. Odegaard to a certain degree, because he can play in an 8, although we see him in the 10, but it's a right 8, advanced 10 kind of thing. Yeah. Timber, Calafiori. All these players can play multiple positions. Thomas Partey can play right back. And he can play 6 or he can play 8. This guy's never signing a striker, bro. Because the striker plays striker.
Yeah,
We're signing Gyökeres, bro, because he only plays striker. And that means he has to change up the whole way we play. Yeah, because even Bukayo Saka, Bukayo Saka is probably the only one in our team that sticks to his position and holds his position, that the manager says, yo, you're the only one, really. Everyone else plays everywhere else on different games. Jorginho can play here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, we've seen Declan Rice play centre back. Yeah, we've seen Declan Rice play 6 and 8. Yeah, Saka's the only one in our team that actually has his own position.
This is why I wish we would have had a sporting director that would have said, "Oh yeah, you don't want him, but I'm buying him anyway," because that's what you need. And that's what whoever the next sporting director is needs to have the attitude with this manager. Yeah, this may not be what you want, but this is what you need. Sometimes you don't get what you want. You get what you
this is what the club wants. Yeah, and you're part of the club, so you're dealing with it. And guess what? You might not be here next week.
Yeah,
that's the attitude we need, isn't it?
Yeah,
but we ain't buying him, bro. We ain't buying a striker. I genuinely don't think we're buying anyone in January, if I'm honest.
We missed our chance with him, and it's gonna hurt. It's just like the whole Ivan Toney deal. We've seen start play after play that we could have won and got, and we've seen them go somewhere else and they flourish, and what could have been. So
it is what it is, man. Nah, it is what it is. Listen, always appreciate your time, man. Shout your channel out, bro. What you got coming up?
Southern Gooner here on YouTube. I will be back with you on Monday for the real talk. Tuesday's the game, and of course I've got some stuff coming down the pipe with the brother Hooks. Hopefully sometime this week. Line Tex and Ozzy.
Tex as well. Come on, come on, big up all of them.
So
I always appreciate it, man. Listen, you're going to see some silverware tonight. I see, yeah.
Yeah, here going out to watch the old college, man. See if we can get this football title, this throw ball title today. So
yeah, throw ball. Love that. Listen, have a nice evening, man. Bless up to you, mate. You always. Cronky out.
Win out.